before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Yeah, man. A lot of people don't take the time step seriously. They just leave the clock at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. No problem, man. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even know any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead. Pick whichever time you want, even if it's not correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to your video game now. This is the story of a man named Stanley. Oh, do I have to restart? Aw.
This is the
The
story
of a man named Stanley.
Stanley worked for
We
a
worked
company
for
in a big building
building
where he was employee number 427.
Employee number 427, job was simple.
He sat at his
desk in room 427 and
punched
punch.
buttons on a keyboard.
Oh, I thought it
Orders
said
came
punch.
to him through a monitor at his desk.
So we're doing this again. I'm gonna skip this. Welcome back! Yay! Okay, we've came back. I don't know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I missed a memo. But we're not going to the meeting room.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
We're not going to the meeting room. Trust.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Nope, it's advancing, trust. Beep beep. Beep. I can't go in. Let me check the achievements real quick. How do I... Let's see... Trophies. Aha! Okay. Excellent job following directions. Obtain all other trophies. Okay, get your first trophy. Beat the game. Test trophy. Please ignore. How do I get this? Ooh. Okay, welcome back. You can't jump. We disabled it. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Wait, that's today. Why so specific? I don't want to go through that door anymore.
When Stanley came to a set
We're gonna
of
beat the game
open
again. These trophies are like so specific. Gosh darn it.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Yep.
Stanley decided
Look,
to
the
go
door's
up
open.
to his boss's office. Coming
the
to a
broom
staircase,
closet, guys.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
My favorite place to go. I like bathrooms. Yeah, you got the feeling money's for stealing. Yeah, you can't open that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
No
Shocked,
humans.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark
Who
secret
did
was
this?
being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping
This?
from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I know there's like different endings. That's all I know.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I feel
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Never
This
occurred.
question would not go unanswered for long.
Nope, it will not.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, sir.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. Mind control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
You ready? Let's see. Oh, that was great.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
don't.
in someone else's control?
Yes, sir.
It was
Never.
Unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
Was it
Wasn't
even
it
possible?
Was it even
Had
possible?
he truly spent his entire life
Have
utterly
I?
blind to the world?
I don't know.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible...
Turned it off.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yes, sir.
Was it over?
No.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone
I got a
else's
question. What happens if I
command.
turn back?
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I did.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yes, sir.
And Stanley was happy.
I sure was. Do you think that Markiplier got the idea for the loop from the Stanley Parable? Okay. Misunderstood that.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Again?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I have. Perhaps I have. But what happens if I don't want to go to the meeting? Gosh darn it, I'm gonna do this again. Okay, we're just gonna keep doing that. 417, my favorite room.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Show away, man, show away. More elevator.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
The what? Yeah, I saw this yesterday. That got me.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
A second? What's this one?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2,
deluxe.
Now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Yeah. I guess you're right. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old plus busted. New hotness. New hotness, yeah. Boring sections of charts. Color red section of chart. Yes, yes. They're back. 2 doors. I want the left one. I have the right one. New mug. I love the mugs. The Stanley Parable 2! Second part of the brain. The Stanley Parable 2. Stanley Parable 2. Ooh. A Stanley Parable 2. See ya. Thanks for attending my meeting. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Ooh. And that's what's projecting on the screen, eh? Stanley. 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been
Face the
developing
sequel?
for it.
Yes, sir.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
One head. Got the one head. Stanley Variable 2? I love this. This is great. I didn't have much of a reaction because I was zooming through it earlier. Sequels are good. Portal 2. Half-Life 2. Batman Arkham Asylum 2. City. Doom 2. Aladdin 2. Return of... Uh-huh. And Dark Souls 2. 2-2. Yeah. I mean, like, I guess you're not wrong. That's where I just came from. Right here.
Hi, RJJ.
Hello. Stanley 2. Yep. Wait a minute. Yeah, the Stanley Parable. The number 2.
I'm working on my dumb math project.
Why do y'all have a project for Matt? Okay, well, chill here. Just listen to me goof around, I guess. I don't know. This way to the show floor. This way. New features. Expo Hall 2. Hello?
Here we are. Go
There you
on.
go.
Try out some of the new features.
Yeah, okay. Let's go left to right. The button that says the name of the player that is playing it. We checked out this yesterday. But we're going
For
to.
the Stanley Parable
can't.
2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And
I
of
don't know.
course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
I'm
Sleeping
Jim.
and waking as Jim.
I
Falling
woke up
in
as Jim.
love
I
and
fell
being
asleep as Jim.
heartbroken as Jim.
Oh,
Seizing
she
all the
loves me.
world's
Ah, she
possibilities as
broke
Jim,
me.
and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
No, not my
Do you feel it
dreams.
deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If
Jim.
so, then please step forward and press the button.
My name is
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button
was
described
me.
you. Do it again. Do it again.
I am.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time.
It
If this were the
does.
only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
It
Let's
would.
take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I'm not. I am really.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Me.
Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
No.
I'm putting the Jim button away.
No.
Otherwise soon you'll start to lose all
No.
sense of who you actually are.
I am Jim. Mom. I am no longer Jim. That was a cool room. Can I go in here? Nope. Nope. I am Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Yeah, I would. Cold drinks. Taste sequel. Yep. Enjoy the new features. We'll go. No screenshots, please. So, what happens if I just... So what if I just... I'm taking screenshots. I don't think it likes me. I've taken so many screenshots. The button lists is the name of the player that is playing the game. Jump circle. Jump circle? Infinite hole. Hold on, wait a minute. Aha! Jump circle, this map, free trophy. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Merge. Settings. World Champions. The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. Office directions. Epilogue. Collections. Collectibles. Infinite hole. Exit. Exit. Oh, thank you. Can't really see. What's K again? K, infinite hole. So, that's me. How do I get there? Ooh. Big infinite hole. Hello. Get it here? Get what here? Infinite hole. Door.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I'd go with the blue one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well
Reverse
someday.
psychology, baby! I love these balloons. These balloons are better. Why would I want this one? It says Stepniece. Yeah,
Real.
we want the B-Day.
Me too.
Why would we want the B-Day? They're Stepniece. We love reverse psychology. We say, get
Or
well
actually,
soon.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
We can hold this way. Are we back? Okay, what's this, the fourth dimension? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth dimension? Opening, rim, death, surrounding area. The infinite hole entrance, infinity. Well, you can't really get to infinity now, can you? See how infinite your
Stanley,
infinite
here's
hole
an
is.
idea that I'm truly fond of.
Done.
It's never been done before in a video game.
Yay.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall...
The surface area was 753.5
for video games as a medium.
into.
Yeah, okay, I don't understand what you just said, but all I know is
Volume is 1,455.125 in 3.
Concoctions, if I do say so. Now then,
It's a
since you've
project.
gotten to see the infinite hole, you can
Oh,
press
okay.
the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I don't wanna.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
It's almost like you're trying to hide something from me.
Sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Nah. This hole seems like it's not getting infinite.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
What are you talking
Is it a very, very deep hole? To
Yes.
be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
Yep.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it?
It is.
Infinite?
I don't know.
That sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You
Did
found
I?
me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Uh-huh.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
Healing.
Yeah,
Don't we just put all this behind us and
sure.
agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works
Mostly.
for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
I'm
I'll
not
just
gonna.
be up here when you're ready.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us building something something duo sky. Just the two of us. You and I. I don't know. It's what that paper says. Try to get lower. Just the two
Just the
of us.
two of us is a jazz song, I think.
Yeah, well, it's on this paper. Just the two of us building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. I'll be right back. Don't do anything, narrator. I'm staying down in this hole. In fact, I'm pausing it. I'll be right back. May keep the chat entertained. I gotta do something. Hey, what are you doing? Just the two of us. Every pause button is Roman numeral 2. Do I have to? Do I have to press the triangle? Let me check if there's an achievement for going down. I'm staying in this hole for a little bit. Oh. Okay. Click on door 400, click on door 435 times. Speedrun. Oh, okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too
I
much.
do. I love holes.
A
Holes are
normal
great.
person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean,
Hey,
admittedly,
who's been
I
smoking?
didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the
Oh,
hole,
great
you can
heavens.
hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay.
Had enough? I'm
Nope.
positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I
Low
have
face
guessed?
with raised
You're back
eyebrow,
in the
face
hole.
with raised eyebrow.
If this starts to become a thing where... Wow.
Hey.
Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Me neither, bro.
Let's try something.
Okay.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
Still a hole.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Okay.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Nope, not working. Yep.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole.
Hey!
And now you'll get more time with it
Come
than you
back!
could ever have asked for. It's a
No.
win for everyone. You
No.
get to be with the hole. I get to do literally
I was joking.
anything else.
No.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of
Hey!
your day together.
Come back! So, hole, how are you? I'm gonna call that cup over there, not cup. What's that sound?
Well, well.
What's that sound? Hello? Narrator?
Rip.
I'm scared. I'm sinking!
2024-2024.
Ah! Help! Help! Narrator! Narrator! Not cup, help me! Hug me, not cup. Change perspective. I am Stanley, guys. The hole only gets deeper. Ah. Look at not cup. What? What?
Stanley.
What the heck? What? Help me. I'm a little boy now. What? What?
What is this game?
I don't know.
Stanley? Stanley?
Hello?
Stanley?
I'm
Huh?
terrified.
You're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there,
Huh?
drifting away into dreamland.
Oh,
But
not
we
cup.
can't have that, Stanley.
Help.
Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
I'm sorry,
From the looks
Mr.
of
Narrator,
things,
let me
I
out.
will have many, many years here in this hole.
Guys,
I'm
the
looking
buttons
forward
are
to
still
all.
doing button things.
Stay
I
alert,
pressed
Stanley.
triangle and
I'll be back.
I think it changed who I was. Doodle tip. Let me out! Oh, not again. Oh, please. Oh, it's over. Huh? Oh, it blocked me off from the hole.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. Chat, should we go try out the new infinite hole again?
If the Big Bang 13.8 billion years ago and matter cannot be created or destroyed and all of our bodies are made of matter, that means we're old enough.
Yep, she was old enough, man. Ah, dang it! They blocked me out from my infinite hole. Dang it. I did want to go see what through that hole door, because there was more to it apparently. I'm not liking your new content, narrator.
Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
But my parents haven't moved on from me yet, so yeah. What? I didn't say that. I don't understand anything about fucking. I don't want anything to do with it. Can I somehow leave? Like, is there a way to get out of here? Like, can I live? Stanley Parable 2. Reassurable bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration,
I shipped a box full of water. I wonder if it made it there to Africa.
It's the
I shipped a box full of water. I wonder if it made it there to Africa.
Don't spam that for me, Gregory.
A sense of calm and
it's good if you
ease
do it
will
like
fill
once or
your
twice
mind
this
and your
stream,
heart.
but don't
It's
spam
true.
it.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal, and perhaps...
Okay, I will stop.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
You said a curse word.
is the
British man said a cuss word.
solution. Come on, give it a try.
But you mean this bug?
Can you feel it?
I
The glow
can't.
of comfort, even in the face of
Actually, you
crushing
know,
despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I'm starting
And in
to feel it.
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
No,
I
does
think
it?
that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh, really?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Does it? Well, I feel better.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
I don't know.
There really should be an award if it isn't already.
Oh, you're right, man. You're oh so right about that. Now, where's the exit? Right here? Great. Problem. Problem solved. I'm gonna take my bucket and already leave because my bucket's good enough, right, chat? Also, TTS is on.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the collectibles exhibit. You see, there is a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the collectibles. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the collectibles, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Fine.
No?
But, like...
You're just going to ignore my advice?
Yep.
Fine. No fun new content for you, then. You're the one who spent money on this game.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I
From
know
what
it's
I
not
saw.
exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's
Can you?
going to work. There's definitely a
Is it?
good game in there somewhere. Say,
Yeah.
let's do an experiment.
Let's.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay.
You're building.
Are you ready?
What are you
Here
doing?
it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
I don't know.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Jim! Button!
I
Name
wanted
button!
more than
Button!
anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait. Maybe that's it.
Wait, what?
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Whoa, hang on.
With care for the vision and integrity of the
Now,
original
you
game.
wait a minute here, sir.
Would it possibly work? I
No.
suppose it could, but it would need a really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley
Parable 2.
See if I
Please,
can whip
wait.
something up.
No.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
No, wait, no! What? Begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Uh-huh.
Stanley worked for a company in a big
Here's the
building
balloons.
where he was employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Gregory, what time are you getting on?
A monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-wrecking, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
What do you ship?
As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
And
then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Yeah?
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him.
When I will get on.
Wait, 4:30.
All of his co-workers were gone.
3, 4,
Oh,
5.
please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
I might get on at 620.
No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417? Stanley picked up the bucket. Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
What door?
Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
Okay.
Now back to door number 437.
Okay. And until boss's orders, am I right?
You know, I think the copy machine needs some attention. Why don't you rub the bucket on it a bit? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Are we?
Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
This way. Oh, this way. Employee 419. 44. 419. Hello. Where does this go?
Yes, this is great. Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419. Now,
Yes,
let's
sir.
introduce it to door 416.
Oh, let's. How do I get off? No, we can't go in there. Where's 416? 416. 416. You 416. You're 415. You're 417. Where's 416? It's not my fault this game can't do maths.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
413. 412. I think I messed up. Gosh darn it.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd... Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
It can't have it.
How hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now. But you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
It's not having my bucket.
I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. But
bucket you, broom closet!
And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
What do you mean?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
What are you talking about?
So banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never.
Well, I never.
Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
This is
Expand on
my
the wide variety of experiences
bucket.
You and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share
This
your
is my bucket.
detailing the
We
rich
met
emotional
first.
landscape
I
of your
found it.
feelings.
You can't have it. It was there for me.
Let him have it.
Oh, you mother trucking broom closet. This is my bucket. I found it. It was there for me. It was on my desk.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Lay it on me, brother.
There.
Boom!
Now it's settled. No more debate. No more discussion.
My bucket.
Hike, broom closet.
Yeah, take a hike.
Philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Aha! My bucket. How do you like that now?
Right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Hit me with it.
You see? I feel
Boom!
that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
It's a
That way,
bucket.
if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself,
Huh?
it's a bucket.
It's a bucket.
There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
You see here, broom closet? It's a bucket and it's property of Stanley. How do I know? Yellow sticker, property of Stanley sticker, slapped it on there, it's
You know
mine.
what? I could take the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be
Wow.
honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display.
Me
You
too.
can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies.
Wait, you're
Easily
leaving
the
me?
most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see
Wait.
you outside, and
No.
we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
You wait a minute. Oh. Hey, broom closet, look at my bucket. Do you like my
Oh.
bucket? I hope you like my bucket. It's my bucket. It has a yellow sticker of a bucket and it's property of my name. My name's Stanley, not Jim. Stanley. Stanley. You hear that, broom closet? No, we're coming back in. You hear that, broom closet? I sure do. How long I have to stay in there for something like that? Okay, moving on now. Psych. Psych. Psych.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh! Oh. Oh. Bucket. My bucket. Not your bucket. My bucket. Beggar, it's not your bucket either. Mine, okay? You understand? My bucket. Find your own. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, if the boss suffered losses, then that's what the bosses chose. I wonder if the elevator's open. Dang it.
Stepping into his manager's
wonder what happens
office,
if I enter in
Stanley
the
was
code.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this but Stanley guessed the correct code by...
Damn, I did not want your bucket anyway.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is
It's a
certainly
bucket.
the most logical explanation.
So, what if I do this? It doesn't want me to do anything else. I can't get any other ending now that I've chosen this path. I wonder what happens if I have the
elevator
bucket
raced downward,
and I go
plummeting towards an
downstairs.
unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if
Gregor,
not for the
we can
bucket.
share the bucket. It may have
Soothing
my
him,
name on it, but we
comforting
can
him,
share.
reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
Is it?
Everything will be fine.
We're going back up.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was
Yes.
pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay, fine. Well, that implies that you wanted it before. Ha ha, I got a bucket and you don't. I gotta go press the number 3. I gotta find out what happens. This is... Hold on. I gotta press 3. 3, the number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket.
This is great.
But the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
I wonder if he'll remove the number 3. We're gonna be here a little bit. Just to see what happens.
Try 6969.
Okay, clearly it doesn't want me pressing that anymore.
$1,234.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Perhaps.
No, said Stanley to the bucket.
No.
You can't go on yet.
You can't go on
not
yet.
Till you understand
Not
how
till you
much
understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and
I
I have been so much together.
and I just
And
want
you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel.
He smiled at
So,
the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
trust me, you'll love this. Gregory, do you like the number 3? Gregory, do you like the number 3?
Here we go, said Stanley.
Here we go.
This time I'll
really show
He
you.
ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked
I like 30.
for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence.
Dang, you're working in the
Crushed
broom
by a
closet.
wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator. Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate.
7,654.
He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
The number 3.
Said Stanley. I know what to do.
I know what to do.
How to fully
I know how to fully
express
express this feeling in my heart.
He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over
Yes,
and
sir.
over.
3,
He would
3, 3, 3,
elaborate
3.
fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it.
I love
Then the
number
bucket would
3.
be able to see his stories through the eyes of
3,693.
others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Okay, so we
he
get to
advertised and
literally
marketed his
this.
press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life. This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One
You're gonna love it,
opportunity
Bucket.
to share
You're
a
gonna
true
see it.
connection with a
Listen,
loved one.
the number 3 is about to be your best shine ever.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over.
But
he was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Well, that's an ending. Oh.
All of his co-workers... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I
Okay, we're gonna
can't
try.
just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort.
We're gonna get the click this door 50 times shirt, not 5 times trophy.
Will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
You got it, boss. As soon as I find door number 416.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
You got it, boss. By now he would have told me to do something with the bucket, but I haven't touched the bucket because the bucket is owned by me. I don't want to touch the bucket
Let's
yet.
see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Yes, sir. Where is it? Copy machine? Yes. Let me, Yeah, I got you. I'm going to the copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere, boss. The second you tell me 416, we're dead.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Yes, sir.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
As soon as I find it, boss. What door? 456? These doors don't seem to be in any particular order at all. No! First door 416. Now I know there's a way to get into that hallway.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
You got it, boss! Hold on, boss. We're going, boys, we're going.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
It sure
You
did.
really earned it, Stanley. Nothing
I
could hold you back.
sure
Yes,
did.
I'm very proud of how far we've
Thank
come
you.
today.
Okay, cool. We got that trophy.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
417. So what if I stay in here now? Nothing? Didn't accomplish it? Okay.
Stanley
We're going
clutched the bucket
downstairs.
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't.
Still,
Yeah, I
no
did.
one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his bosses... Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Well... I mean... I like it in here. But if you have no more stickers...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Going downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
I don't know.
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley.
What's that?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am
Hello,
I
bucket.
crazy? He
Am I
asked
crazy?
the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Oh.
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone
You're not my
else's
bucket!
perhaps. How
But
did
it says-
I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
It says
Surely no
property of
good
Stan-
would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience
Gregory,
without
did
the
you steal my
psychologically
bucket?
grounding presence of his bucket. Indeed, now he noticed the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh,
I'm doing what?
gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
Gregory,
Far off in the distance,
give me my bucket back!
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Where are you,
Who could
bucket?
it be? He rushed
Does
forward from
Gregory
room to
have
room,
you?
passing by
Maybe.
one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come
Gregory!
down, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the
You're
story
only
of
running
a
in
woman
circles
named
and circles.
Mariella.
You are not here to receive a gift.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted.
If you weren't here
by the
last
body of
time,
a
she
man
held a
who had
briefcase in her
stumbled
hand.
through town,
Yeah, that
talking and
briefcase down there.
screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have
Connection
been prevented
terminated.
if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world could
Imagine
be.
you're walking down.
And she hugged her own
Imagine
bucket
you're walking down the
tighter.
sidewalk,
But of
and
course,
all
she
you
had no
hear
time for
is,
this.
"Ah,
With
my
her
bucket!
myriad of
Gregory!"
confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
I am a guy named Stanley. This is great.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
What could this mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
You know, there's actually a trophy. There's actually a trophy for playing this game for the entirety of a Tuesday. I don't know why, and I didn't know about it, but I checked the trophy and it's like, play the game for an entirety of it. Where's my bucket? I don't need you, bucket. Forget the bucket. Who needs a bucket?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Yes, he
well.
did.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I do.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring,
let's
but
go.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, done.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Yep. This is a place I haven't been. In fact, I came here and then I fell.
I'm not your enemy.
On
really,
purpose,
I'm
but I
not.
fell.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Oh, you were
that
talking?
convinced that I want something bad
Sorry, I
to
was being
happen
like
to you?
Gregory and wasn't
Well,
listening.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay.
Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley walked through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red.
Butterfly where?
The blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
This door?
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't
Yeah.
let me stop you.
Okay.
You see? There's nothing here. I
There's
haven't
something.
even finished building this section of the map because
There
you were
is.
never supposed to be
Look,
here in the first
over
place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth
Yes.
ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
A
Do you
128
not
by
think I put a lot of
128.
time into that? Because I
That's
did. And in the end,
that's
it
a
was all
great
for
wall
nothing.
foundation.
Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. Where we were before. Go ahead, Stan. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I feel like the door was there, and that's where you wanted me to go because it's new. So
Oh,
3.
of course.
The choice was never
3.
really there.
Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know?
I just
Any
gave you
level of
my
critical
opinion.
thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do
You're
that?
just
Yes?
mad.
Hmm?
Look at that.
Wonderful.
Can I get through
Here,
this door?
based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Have
And to
you?
be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's
Have you?
take a look.
Let's take a look. Do I have to go? The third door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Okay, since you put the leaderboard there, I now feel like there's a goal. But you still wanted me to walk through the third door,
Hey,
so
I
I'm giving
nearly
you a
forgot.
4.
I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay,
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
I don't
Perfect.
mind.
Let me boot it up.
Well, okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You
Okay.
click the button to move him back to the right, and if he
Okay.
reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I
Okay.
think the art world will really take notice.
What
But of
happens if
course,
I
the
want the
message
baby
of
to
the
burn?
game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be
Okay.
sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay. Yep. Oh, you're about to. Nope. You thought. Nope. Can't. Won't. Let you do that. You won't. Nope. You thought. Not you. Ooh, butterfly.
You heartless bastard.
What?
Did you do it because you
Butterfly.
hate babies or purely to spite me?
What? There
Because
was
if
a
it's the latter, well, I don't
butterfly.
know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
Gregory knows all
I
about
can't think of
this.
a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm
Where
out.
the frick
I'm
is the
done.
double-barrel
It's over.
shotgun?
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to
Okay.
ease the pain. Let's see.
I don't know. What do you have?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Huh? Somebody else's.
Where
Hey, now, wait a minute!
butterfly?
What do you think
This is
game about,
Firewatch!
Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I don't
Well, it
know.
seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose.
Yeah, because that's what
Yes,
Firewatch
that
is.
must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental
This is
depravity.
Firewatch, right?
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it
I
seems
do
there's
too.
even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay. Gregory, is this Firewatch?
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
What do you mean?
Wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another.
No, I like it here. This is
Preferably
great.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
But I like it. This is great. I like this.
Hey, I think this will be just the thing.
Now you wait a minute. Don't.
Wonderful. See,
Rocket
this is exactly
League!
what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Rocket League?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports
WTF?
ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
So what? I'm faster. Oh!
Are you doing it? Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Oh!
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
Yes, I can! Nope! Whoops. Backrooms? Boards. Interesting. Hey, we were in Rocket League. Backrooms? Lit room.
Where is the football?
I don't know. They gave me a soccer ball. Or whatever it was. Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes
Not
with it.
Americanized
He'll
football.
understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
I mean, like, it didn't
That
look
is
like
what
a
I mean to
football,
this
but
world.
it was a
Number one
football.
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Well,
Once this ends, after it
really,
all comes
Rocket
to a
League is just a
close,
retextured
then I'll be back.
football.
The end will be here soon.
The end is
Very
never the
soon.
end, is never the end, is never the
Nothing
end, is
late.
never the end, is never the end. I'll wait. Hey, is that a call?
The end is the end.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
That's what I learned. My headphones were on backwards.
Yes, Patrick, he is standing there menacing. Lie.
Standing there menacingly. So, what does she want? She wanted a few things for my day off. Also, have you noticed a lack of narrator? Have we noticed a lack of narrator?
When Stanley came to a set of two
Never
open
mind.
doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
I
employee
do want to know what
lounge
happens if I
first,
don't
just
go
to
through the
admire it.
third door and I go through the second
Wow.
door.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yes, very incredible.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
Yeah.
fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Uh-huh.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero
Yeah.
consideration for others?
Yeah.
Are you that convinced that I want
Blah,
something bad to
blah.
happen to you? Why,
Yep.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show
Okay.
you something beautiful. Look,
We're going
let
through
me
the blue
prove
door.
it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, we're going through the blue door.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley
not.
walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end
Yeah.
of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this
Blah,
section of the
blah,
map
blah. That's
because you were never
completely
supposed to be here in the first
absurd.
place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted
Greg.
to see. Help me here, Stanley.
Hey.
Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design.
He's standing there menacingly.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A what?
Woo.
I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a one? What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Because it's the baby set on
In
fire.
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the
I'll
experience
go back
for
to
me.
Rocket League.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out.
Oh, I
I'm
know what
done.
happens if I fall.
It's over.
What?
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
Okay.
Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Fireworks.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's
I
our
don't know.
backstory? What is our motivation?
We're doing this again. I thought there
Well,
would
it
be
seems
something
obvious
different
to
that we
me
could
that
choose.
you are meant to play as a creepy man,
but-
spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
There was nothing
Yes,
that
that
happened
must be it.
differently.
What a fascinating
I wonder what
venture
happens
into
if I
the
go through the
experience of
red.
total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Open world! Gregor, you ready for open world?
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God.
Try to
quickly
leave
block it
fast
off.
so he can't stop you.
No, they
Thank
typically
goodness,
make the
Stanley, what a
game
close
speed.
call.
You can't sprint or anything, and I
Really
tried
wandered
that.
off into
I even tried
that
looking.
thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find
Oh!
another game.
Wait, I'm climbing!
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
No! You wait!
Okay, I think this.
I'm
will be
climbing this
just
tree! I can see over now!
wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you use game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Too good.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Hold on. What are you doing?
I fell!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
This is, interesting. Yes, I can write a story without him. He just doesn't let me. Yep.
I wonder what he found.
I don't know.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, we're good. This looks different. This looks a little different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired.
We're going through the red door, boys! Because I'm tired of knowing what
Stanley,
happens when I go through the blue
we've
door.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
No.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
How'd you know?
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Yeah, if there
And
was no choice.
Well, I think I have a solution.
Okay,
Here,
tell me.
let me show you.
Okay. Oh, you're opening a door. That was a choice to walk in. There was a choice.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
You sound like the Joker. Space.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Yeah. Epilepsy warning. I don't know how, but I'm calling it. Epilepsy warning.
No, wait. Where are you going?
But it's so beautiful. I was hoping it would change.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I'm thinking about it. Only because I want to see it.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Okay.
Remember, think before you act.
Yeah, Gregory. Yeah. Now that you've said that, Gregory.
No. What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
But I can't die. The fact that I can't die, narrator. Convince me not to jump, narrator. You got one chance. Hey, you convinced me. I'm just gonna see how many times I can scare him to death. I never got your name. Oh, it's Ren.
Are you are going to stay here, aren't you?
Allegedly. But what if I jump?
Mother. Oh, okay.
Let's see how many times I can mess with him. He's not gonna convince me nothing this time. He's not gonna talk to me at all. He's gonna give me the silent treatment.
No!
Oh,
Oh, thank God you lived. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
You convinced me. Oh, beautiful.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I'm many times do you think I can give him a heart attack?
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Is this room getting messier? I'm going to reach the stairs. Okay, I'm going up the stairs.
Do
I'm
you
going
just not
up.
believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Ice cream.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
I'm just gonna do this as many times as I can, then.
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah, I can see that. Oh no, I missed a step. Oh.
No, perhaps not.
Nope. I'm going up the stairs, man. And you won't convince me not to. Nothing can convince me not to.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Narrator, I'm sorry.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I'm teasing you. It gets slower every time I do it, though.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
It is. I'm standing right here, bud. But since you want me to go die, I think I'll step off the cliff. I'm gonna turn this corner. And then I'm gonna turn this corner. And then you won't believe what I'm gonna do after I get through this door. I'm gonna head right for these stairs. I'm gonna touch the first step, second, third, fourth, 15th step. I'm gonna touch the 27th steps. I'm gonna touch
Getting
the
hysterical
30.
fatty.
And then I'm gonna touch the 68th step. And then I'm gonna touch the 80th step. Okay, now that we've touched all them steps, I'm gonna fall down 80 steps.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yep. This is the story of a guy named Stanley, people. I hate Mondays.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Playing
it mean?
blackjack or poker.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Playing
Perhaps
poker.
he'd simply missed a memo.
How many of you guys are playing poker? Are y'all all playing? Oh, that's poker. What are you playing? The end is never. Oh. Well. Oh, well. Oh, well. Why did you make a difference?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I wonder what the bathroom says. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I want to step into the elevator of absolute destruction. Gregory, have we been in the elevator? You can hear the you can hear the narrator kind of singing here.
Mua.
Uh-oh. Okay, Gregory, let me know when you want to get out of here. I'll read Twitter until then.
Oh, okay. Did you know the lava can go in water in War Tycoon?
No. I didn't know that.
Nothing like melodrama.
Do 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 dun 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 dun. Anytime now, Gregory. Anytime we can stop being in here.
Yup, anytime now.
You can make me leave this elevator whenever, Gregory.
Now you can stay.
Yeah. He gets online. Forever. Come on.
I let you out if you sing opera.
Ah. What the freak? I didn't know levity. Gregory, I'm gonna have to see this game in 2034. Because then I get a trophy. So we'll be back. And I'll probably load up in this elevator.
Yay.